Hello and welcome back to another Omniheroes video. In this video we're going to have a look at Isis and my pick for the best hero of this season. The reason for that is because she pairs up very well with a certain other unit, Goddess of Love, Aphrodite. Very, very strong with a Monarch, Avenger, Celestial combination. We'll see. We'll see. I think depending on her abilities, she will be absolutely broken in that team, but we'll go ahead and see. So first things first, Isis deals 565% magic damage to all enemies. This is going to be really, really strong because it's all enemies. So very good in PvP, very good in Rift Odyssey, very good in your actual gameplay, so Palace of Penrose, and all of that. Very good for applying a lot of pressure to enemies, especially with such a high threshold. 565, and then at 8 stars goes up to 678% damage dealt. So very, very strong to all enemies. I'm enjoying this so far. So 225% magic damage to all enemies, increased to 270%. Not bad. Again, 270%, reasonably high. Good for a DPS unit, I think. And I think that is what Isis will be. So we'll go ahead and see. But this is looking good so far. Nothing too special though about these attacks. Just the basics, so just the actual damage itself. Now, onto the first passive. At the start of each round, Isis randomly summons one fallen hero from the battlefield as a spirit hero into an empty allied slot. Cannot summon heroes or spirit heroes identical to those currently alive on your side. If no eligible targets exist, no summon occurs. Just for a bit of clarification. So effectively, she will do exactly what Janna is going to do, or another summoner, but one of your team needs to have completely died before that happens. And what I'm concerned about is that Janna and Isis will be at odds. So Janna will try and summon a stranger first, and if that is the case, there'll be no empty slot for Isis to summon a fallen hero, or fallen spirit hero. The spirit hero inherits 100% of the original hero's base stats as well as their active and passive skills, so very good in the mirror. Specifically, Aphrodite versus Aphrodite. Aphrodite's got to take one, you kill it, goes down, Avengers come back, goes down again, you lose that unit completely, and then Isis will return that unit to the battlefield one more time. Now it doesn't appear to be any limit on this, so it's not like Isis can stop reviving. Whereas Janna, she has a limit to how many strangers that she can summon. I think it's up to 8 at any given time. So she will do that over the course of the first couple of rounds, and then she starts to lose out. So having Isis there as backup may be very, very powerful. I wonder, yeah, as well as their active and passive skills, which means that if you do manage to get rid of enemy Cleo, or not enemy Cleo, enemy Aphrodite from the team, if by some miracle you finish her off, then Isis is just going to bring her back. That is broken. That is going to be this is going to be horrible to fight against, I think, especially having 3 powerful monarchs, Mavis, Aphrodite, and now Isis on that Avengers team. That is going to be really, really strong, and potentially popping Cleo or Victoria on the team to get you 4 monarchs in. 4 monarchs, very important, because you start getting the attack increase based on the HP. Wow, this is strong. This is strong. Now, if you get her up to 8 stars, the spirit hero inherits 200% of stats. That is mental. That is absolutely mental. 200%. So you basically double the effectiveness of your team if they die. It's like, oh, they weren't strong enough to begin with. Well, let's make them twice as strong. Oh, this is tasty. This is tasty, but I'm going to hate playing against it. 100% I'm going to hate playing against it. Now, this is if you get her up to 7 stars. When Isis is alive, each time a unit dies or is revived, all allies gain 5, I think that's supposed to be million. But M and W on the keyboard, I'm just looking at the keyboard. M and W are very, very far away from each other, so I don't know how that's happened. If anybody knows, then please do let me know. So each time a unit dies or is revived, all allies gain 5 million attack and 50... it might be 5% attack and 5... Well, I guess W is closer to percentage. than, or the percentage on the keyboard, but I don't know. So that's 5W attack and 50 W HP. It may be 50 million. I don't think it'll be 50 million. That'd be ridiculous. But if it is, then Avengers have just become the best team in the game. Stacking up to 30 times. Increase the stats gained per death or revival by 100%. Well, 100% of 5W, I don't know. But we'll see. But this is going to be really strong. Getting her up to 9 stars is going to make her... I think she's going to be busted. I really do. I think paired alongside Aphrodite and Mavis, yeah, this is going to be strong, especially if you've got all of your Avengers relics in there. So they retain this buff. They retain these buffs when they come back or when they're revived. Oh, this is going to be tasty. This is going to be really tasty. Thinking somewhat along the lines of Mavis, Isis, Althea, Janna, Aphrodite as a team. So you get 3 Monarchs, 2 Phantoms on the team. This is going to be tough to beat. This is going to be really tough to beat. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So moving on. Permanently increases stats. So if the higher star level you get, the better off you'll be. And this one is at 10 stars. So this is Oath Force, only effective in PvP and GVG modes. Each time Isis takes action, she has 50% chance to take an additional action. This effect triggers up to 1 time per round, so pretty standard effect. She has a 100% chance to take an additional action at 12 stars. Now, we don't have any rune skills for any of these units so far, but I think so far, looking at it, I think Isis is the best of the bunch. The Monarch synergy, the fact that she revives and gives technically 200% stats of the revived unit. Now, I don't know whether or not the revived unit will retain the buffs. So say, for example, if the unit goes down and is revived from the Avengers synergy, when they are revived, they carry over 100% of the buffs that they've accumulated over the course of the battle. Whereas if they come back as a spirit hero, I don't think they will retain any buffs that they had. So, for example, if Janna goes down, she won't retain any of the buffs built up by her passive. So when a unit dies on the battlefield, Janna's passive increases her ultimate damage and an active skill damage as well. But I don't think she'll retain that. And I don't think it will be the same for Aphrodite either. So when Aphrodite removes a debuff from herself or the rest of the team, then she gains 1,000 points of attack, basically. 1,000 points of attack up to a certain limit. But I don't think they're going to retain this. So it might be quite useful. But I think Mavis is going to pop off with this unit. I really do. I think Mavis is just going to be absolutely phenomenal with this unit. Aphrodite is going to pair very, very well with her, especially that celestial stuff. Oh, gross. But yes, I do think that this is Isis is the best of the bunch. Ooh, hey up. I do think Isis is the best of the bunch. So we'll just have to see how well she does. Yeah, she's going to be gross. She's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Let me know what you think down below. Do you think she's going to be good? Do you think she's not going to be good? How toxic do you think she's going to be? Do you think she's actually not going to be toxic? Do you think if you kill her off right away, that you'll be able to beat her? I don't know. I don't know, especially in that Avengers team. We'll see, though. We'll see. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day, whatever it is you're doing. And let me know how things are going for you.